This video is brought to you by Squarespace. Well, good morning world. Greetings from El Chaltén.
Paradise over here.
Paradise.
Oh my gosh. We woke up and there's hardly a cloud in the sky. The sun is out. We had our first glimpse of Fitz Roy. My goodness. It
Amazing.
looks magical.
Yes.
Even from the town. The views of it from the town are magical. And we were walking towards it today.
Yeah, the plan is to get even closer to Fitz Roy. So we know for sure we're gonna hike to Laguna Capri, Mirador de Fitz Roy, and maybe if we are feeling super ambitious, Laguna de Los Tres. But that would be like an 8-hour hike with no distractions.
Yeah, and we're gonna be very distracted with our cameras.
So we'll see.
We'll see. But I mean, anyways, the place that we're going for sure is gonna have incredible views. Like that's when we were looking at our trail guide, they said, amazing views of Fitz Roy. And I'm already seeing amazing views of Fitz Roy from the town. So, I mean, I just can't wait to get going. Like,
let's get hiking.
This is me and my happy place. Trekking in Patagonia, guys. Doesn't get better than this.
We started the morning with breakfast at our hotel. Since this is a major trekking destination, most accommodations start serving breakfast around 6 in the morning so that trekkers can be on their way. And you've gotta love those long Patagonian summer days. I couldn't believe how bright it was so early in the morning. Also, don't make the newbie mistake we did and forget your trail map on the nightstand. It took us a while to find the trailhead as a result. But just so you know, you need to walk north along San Martin until you reach the very end of town where you'll see signage.
First stop 20 minutes in, someone has already eaten their lunch.
We didn't show it, but I was having most of my lunch. We'll have to show what you have in your lunchbox when it's actually lunchtime.
And just so the people know, what time is it now when you've already consumed your whole lunch?
It's only 9. I just had food this morning. I'm like, we've already been walking for over an hour. I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna have my sandwich. And I did.
We have made it to our first lookout point of the day. It's called Mirador Rio de las Vueltas, the river of the turns, because it's kind of curvy. It's like an S-shaped river that winds through the valley.
The views here are just unbelievable.
Yeah.
And this is like, everyone is taking the chance to stop here. So it's really cool. You just sit down, and I had a bit of a lunch already.
Almost his whole lunch.
Almost my whole lunch. Oh man, I'm greedy. What can I say? But yeah, it's what we've realized is that just to get to this trail took us almost 45 minutes, didn't it?
Yeah, we're in the opposite end of town, so yeah, it was 45 minutes to get here. We made a wrong turn along the way, I think that's why.
Yeah, and then what we did, we've done about a half an hour of trekking, so I'd say to the lagoon, we're probably about a quarter of the way, I would imagine.
We'll see.
We'll see. We have no idea, to be honest.
One thing I liked about trekking in El Chaltén is that you have markers at every kilometer, so that kind of gives you an idea of what kind of progress you're making on your hike. If you see you're making good time and it's still early in the day, you can combine your hike with an additional side trail. And if you see that you're struggling, well, at least you know how long it'll take to get back into town.
Another little stop, guys, because we just saw 3 condors circling above our heads. They are majestic. Let's see if we can show them to you. It is lunchtime for me. I'm getting hungry. So I ordered the rice salad with carrots, egg, coleslaw, tomato. That's what I'll be eating.
And what else do you have in the lunchbox?
What else do I have?
Show it all.
Show it all. There's
Show and tell.
an apple.
Yep.
There's
The healthiest thing, probably. Oh, the salad too.
a noli bar,
The granola bar. You're gonna like that.
muffin,
Oh yeah, a little muffy
and a whole bunch of candies.
and some candies.
Yes. So
Oh.
that's pretty good.
Yeah. How's that salad?
Very good.
Yeah.
It's got big chunks of cheese, lots of egg. Also, my bowl broke on the hike up, so I really need to eat it. Otherwise, I'm
Time
gonna
to
lose
eat
the
it.
salad in my bag.
Yeah. Well, it's a nice place. We found a nice shaded area. I think we're close to kilometer 3. And we've worked up an appetite.
You have.
Just so you know, most hotels and guest houses in El Chaltén offer some kind of lunchbox. This is super convenient for hikers who plan on spending most of the day trekking in the mountains. You typically have to place your order the night before, and then your food is ready the following morning. We paid the equivalent of $10 per lunchbox. A bit pricey for Argentina, but it was convenient seeing as there was no mini fridge or communal kitchen where we were staying.
Alright guys, so just slightly after kilometer 3, there's a fork in the road. So you have a choice of going to the right, which takes you to a mirador. But then if you head to the left, which is what we're doing, you go to the other Laguna.
Laguna Capri. Yes.
Yeah, so
There's also a campsite there, and then you can do a loop and continue towards the mirador and come back.
yeah, so we're basically just going to be doing a full circle. And
Yeah.
that's going to be probably our best view of Fitz Roy today. So super pumped about it.
Well, hello.
Welcome to paradise. We are at Laguna Capri.
Yeah.
And this is where you get the most epic, monumental view of Cerro Fitz Roy, Mount Fitz Roy. And guys, it's, I don't even know what to say.
He's speechless.
So majestic that it almost doesn't look real. It almost looks like I'm seeing CGI, but it's not. It's probably the most magnificent mountain I've ever seen. I kid you not. It's just, wow.
And there's something to show us.
Recognize something?
Do you recognize?
Do you recognize something?
This?
Somewhat familiar?
Right here.
Yeah.
Is
so
it that?
It may
right
just
there?
it may just be that. It may just be that.
reached camp here at Laguna Capri. We're not camping, but like it's a campsite. They have a toilet. It's more like an outhouse.
Yeah.
So yeah, used the facilities. And now a little snack. My muffin.
A little morsel of muffin. It's a little mini muffin.
Muffin bite.
We still have
It's
a good
good.
Olivar left. And we have apples.
Now we're going to continue to the lookout to the Mirador.
So excited for this.
More views of Fitz Roy. Once we reached the campground at Laguna Capri, we had two options. Head back to town via the Mirador loop or continue towards Laguna de Los Tres. We knew the latter would be a long trek, and we had also been warned that the final kilometer is pretty brutal. But we had come all the way here and it was too early to turn around. So we decided to go for it. We had Mount Fitz Roy right in front of us calling our name. How could we say no? Well, guys, we are going for it. We're gonna
Going
try.
for it.
We're gonna. No, we are going to. We're not gonna.
We
try.
are today.
We're
We
gonna
are
do it.
trekkers. We are trekkers, and we are gonna go to the the Tres Lagos.
Laguna de Los Tres.
There you go. We're going.
Yeah, we
we're
were
going
kind
for
of on the fence for a while, but then
Yeah.
we got to the point where we would have had to turn around to start going back to the Mirador and El Chaltén.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're not even tired. It's early in the day. Why would we turn back so soon?
Exactly.
So we are continuing. We are now at kilometer 8 out of
Yes.
10.
Now apparently it's gonna get really steep at some point and
Yeah.
challenging. I think actually in the next half kilometer.
Hoo-hoo.
But you know what? We're making great time.
We
it's
are.
just past 12, and I mean sunset isn't until close to 10 p.m. So we've got
Yeah.
all the time in the world.
There you go.
We're just gonna go for it. Pushing
We're gonna
through.
do it. We're taking you
We're doing
all
it.
the way. Kilometer 9. Here began the longest and toughest kilometer of the whole trek. Up until this point, we really hadn't found the trail to be difficult, but this is where we encountered the bottleneck. Everyone was tired by this point, and well, this is the part of the trail where you need to be the most alert because it gets rocky, a bit gravelly at times, and it's just really steep. Trekking poles would have been a good idea. Really, what kept us going was the encouragement from everyone hiking back down, telling us how amazing the views were at the top. And they were not wrong.
How do you feel?
Exhausted. We're so close. So close. So let's push on.
Behold Laguna de Los Tres with its beautiful cerulean waters and blissful views of Mount Fitz Roy. This is what we came for. It was windy beyond belief, and we were also ravenous at this point, so we sat behind a rock to shield ourselves from the wind and devoured what little food we had left in our lunch boxes. Just one granola bar and some candy. And so, after catching our breath, began the long descent and the trek back to El Chaltén. Now, before we sit down and chat about the logistics for this hike, I want to take a minute to tell you about this week's sponsor, which is Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform to help you build and design your website. And they make it super easy for you to design your space using their portfolio designs where you can display your work using customizable galleries. If you're building a website for e-commerce purposes, they have these new third-party tools that can help you manage inventory, promote products, and ship items across the globe. Plus, you also have access to your analytics so you can see your traffic and find out how people are finding you. So if you want to check it out, you can go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and then once you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Samuel and Audrey to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. Now let's get back to the video for some more info on the trek to Fitz Roy and Laguna de Los Tres. Greetings from the future!
From the far future.
Hello. 3 days ahead.
Yeah.
That was quite the hike, guys. We ended up needing a break from hiking, from filming, from life, from everything after walking 20 plus kilometers.
I'll just say the day after was an absolute write-off.
Yeah.
We just didn't really leave the hotel,
No.
did we? I think just for food. Maybe.
Hardly left the room.
We hardly left the room. We were both so stiff. I think we slept 10 or 12 hours too.
Yeah.
We had a really long sleep.
Yeah.
Amazing hike though. I mean, I think it's maybe, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, maybe the coolest hike we've ever done.
It was worth it. Like, it was way out of our element, way out of our league, out of our fitness level, but we're really glad we pushed ourselves because the views at the end, like that lagoon waiting for us, was incredible.
It's astonishing. And the various viewpoints along the whole trail were incredible too. Even if you just got to the first Laguna, it's amazing what you see of Fitz Roy.
Yes.
But that's definitely a hike that, I mean, the first 9 kilometers they say is intermediate. Like you have to be reasonably fit, and then the last kilometer is where it really tests you. And we saw people of all ages doing it, but the thing is, like, unless you're a regular hiker or maybe like you've been jogging or you've been training your legs, you're gonna feel the tightness after that. And I remember on the way back we were just spent. Like that kilometer up and down, it felt like it was more strenuous than the first 9 kilometers combined.
Yeah. Like, there were points where I was fantasizing, like, what would it be like to be carried out in a sedan chair right now?
Oh my gosh.
What would happen if we called the emergency number? We can't make it back. Come and get us.
Be airlifted out of there.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
the way back was a struggle.
Oh.
We were like, we kind of put the cameras down and we were just like, we were taking breaks, not out of convenience, but out of either soreness or exhaustion. There are times where it's just like, oh, I can't move my legs right now. Or I remember that our feet were really aching too. That was the big thing.
Just throbbing. But we made it back into town and we discovered a really nice restaurant.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hidden gem. It's off of the main street where most of the bars and restaurants are.
Yeah, it's actually near the bus terminal,
Yeah.
and it is called Senderos, and it's a
Yeah.
restaurant inside of a high-end guest house.
Yes.
So, like, when we walked in there, they were kind of surprised, like, are you staying here? And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, but we saw people eating, and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
come in, it's cool.
It's cool.
But yeah, the food was really good.
Yeah. Now that you've mentioned that, how many tables would you say there are? Like 6 or 7?
Yeah, it's very small.
It's very
It's very
small.
small.
Boutique hotel.
Yeah.
Gourmet food.
Oh,
Delicious food. I ended up getting a blue cheese risotto.
with walnuts
Oh, that was so good.
and sun-dried tomatoes.
Yeah. And then you had a stew, I think.
I got the lentejas. It
Yeah.
was a lentil casserole with veggies. I
Yeah.
was just craving something hearty, and I love lentils, and that was good as well.
Yep. We had red wine. It was
Full
Shira.
bottle.
Full bottle Shira. We didn't have Malbec. We actually, we took a break from Malbec and we had a different varietal. It was really, really good. And then we had 2 desserts.
Yes.
Oh, decadent.
Yes. I got the chocolate mousse.
Yes, and I got the panqueque de manzana, which is the
Yes.
apple pancake. So, yeah, I mean, just a fantastic meal. And then basically we waddled back here and passed out.
We were in bed by 8:30.
Yeah.
Like, that was the end of the day.
And then we woke up the next day at around that time. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I remember we woke up in the middle of the night too, a few times just because we're not used to going to bed at 8.
Yeah.
We're more like 10 or 11 or 12, right? But we ended up basically sleeping somewhere between 10 to 12 hours. And, yeah. But it is like, it's a trek that I would do again for sure. Would you?
Yes, but I'd have to train for it.
Yeah, guys, I guess a take-home message is if you're gonna come and do a lot of trekking here in El Chaltén, which is what we've done over the course of the 6 days we've been here, we've done a lot of trekking.
Yeah.
But what we'd recommend is come arrive fit. Don't arrive like us. Like we're like in full foodie mode. We haven't done a lot of exercise on this trip to Argentina.
Done a lot of eating.
Done a lot of eating, and we've both gained some weight, and we're like we didn't arrive in our best version of ourselves.
No.
We weren't the best versions of ourselves when we arrived in terms of fitness.
But we are leaving with some strong legs,
Yeah.
let me tell you.
Yeah. But overall, what a hike, and
Yeah.
what an amazing destination El Chaltén is. So if you're on the fence, like I don't know if I should come or not, come, because we're foodies, and we ended up would you call us faux trekkers?
Faux trekkers.
We pretended to trek.
No, we did the treks,
Yeah.
guys. We did the treks.
But we also did the pain and the stiffness.
Yeah,
too.
okay, yes.
So yeah. But,
So yeah, that's the update from that trek. We hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was Laguna de Los Tres.
yeah.
And we'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.
Ta-ta.